Hey, Master Gardeners, this white snow has been a huge part of our late winter this year, and it looks like in our upcoming week, we're in February, it looks like we're going to even be getting more of this stuff. But this snow actually provides added value more than you might believe. We're going to cover a couple points of why it's to your advantage. For one thing, moderate amounts of snow, we know heavy snow can be a load and break your trees, but a moderate amount in the approximate 2 to 4 inches is actually a benefit to your plants, because between every one of these snow crystals, there's air spaces, and those air spaces provide insulation to your plants. And the soil heat that's down under there gets trapped. And 2 to 4 inches of snow can actually increase the temperature of your soil up to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Isn't that amazing? So snowbirds in Florida, you should be celebrating that up here in Maryland, the plants are not having that heaving action. And you know what heaving action is? It's the reason rocks come up in the middle of your vegetable garden, you know, you're like, where do they come from? It's the heaving that occurs when the temperatures are fluctuating up and down and up and down, and it'll actually lift your bulbs from deeper in the soil and it'll raise them up. It'll lift up perennials, and any newly planted shrubs, they can actually heave from those temperature fluctuations up and down. But when you get the snow on the ground, it stops that heaving, it keeps the soil at an even temperature, it provides insulation, and it stops damage to the roots that can occur in that heaving action that can actually break your roots. So another reason the snow is to your advantage is it actually does that stratifying process. You know, seeds a lot of times need that cold winter temperature, so it provides the coldness that a seed needs to break the dormancy on the outside of that seed coat. And another thing, well, livestock and animals really enjoy it. I know even in my horse pastures, my horses drink less water. When they're out grazing on the grasses, they're consuming water. So it's kind of a free water source for any kind of grazing wildlife, livestock and deer and animals like that. But the other coolest fact about nitrogen is it's actually a scavenger. As it falls down through the sky, the snowflakes accumulate nitrogen that's in the air. You know, the atmosphere is full of 78% nitrogen anyway. And as those snow particles fall, they're cleaning the air and they're picking up nitrogen. So in fact, researchers agree with the old timers that always said snowfall provided fertilizer. Well, there's an agreement now that today we know that all the rain that falls out of the sky and the snow that comes out of the sky can add as much as 2 to as much as 22 pounds of nitrogen per acre to land. So this snow is actually providing a fertilizer benefit, and it's really just one of the scientific processes of the nitrogen cycle that we study as master gardeners. The science word is atmospheric deposition, is the word that they use for that nitrogen. But you know, there's another little guy that enjoys this snow, and maybe it's to our disadvantage, because over here we're going to see there's some damage that can occur during the winter months. And if you look at some of these stems that are behind me, come on over and take a look. On these honeysuckle vines, there's a little bit of gnawing and chewing action that's occurred from some little rodents of some kind. Can you see on these stems? There's a little chewing marks. So rodents and animals like, well, who could that be? Well, oh no, well, here he is right here. Here's who it could be. It could be one of these guys. It could be your little bunny rabbit getting into your gardens, and he can use the snow as a lift and get up underneath of get a little higher on your stems and can actually girdle your woody plants. So this is the ornery little guy that could be doing it. So he doesn't mind the snow when it's not too deep either. So there you go. Next time you're out enjoying looking at the snow on top of your tree branches as it gets caught on your flower blossoms, don't worry, it's to your benefit. As long as it's not breaking your trees and shrubs, it's a benefit. So enjoy the fact that it can even be fertilizer. How about that, Master Gardeners?